Hi guys, my name is Jana. For those of you who don't know me yet, I changed my intro just a little bit. I wanted to show you something. I have 3 different channels. Channel 1 is my channel for the advanced beaders. This middle channel is the channel for the beginning beaders. And my 3rd channel is for those of you who would like to be challenged. Beginning beaders, if you came here, just pause the video for a second. And click on my little icon. If you never beaded before, then click on View. Choose Oldest first, and you can see where the basic beginning beading starts. Now, I'm working my way up to get a little bit more advanced every time with every video, and as you can see, there's plenty of them on there. In about 3 months, you should be up to the level where you can do any of them. Just choose one, pick one, and you're good to go. You can just go back to browse videos to see the latest videos, and if you really like my channel, then please subscribe. Thank you. Let's start beading now. Hi guys, today I want to show you how to do the 2nd row of the right angle weave. Now if you haven't done that yet, and if you haven't speed beaded yet, there are video links underneath the video. Please click those first, because if you never did right angle weave, then you're not really gonna understand this video, because I'm already setting up. I'm setting up in 2 colors. I'm setting up in white and red, as you can see, and the reason for that is I'm going to try and make an American flag. Now I took 3 arm spans white. I don't know if it will be enough, but the good thing about this is I can add beads later if I have to. So I can put a 2nd string in there. Now speed beading is fun. We did that with 1 color, and I now want to show you how to do that with 2 colors. So basically, you get a red one, you get a white one, you get a red one. That's all you do. White, red, white, red. And that's how you set that up, if you want to do 2 colors. And if maybe you want to make the American flag later. I don't know how it will turn out. I hope it will turn out good, but I don't know yet. And these are not the right colors for the flag, but still, you know, gotta do with what you have. And I want to show you that quickly, how that works in the speed beading, if you work with 2 colors. Okay, so if you got that, we already know, drop 1, and if you drop a red, you pick up a red, and you cross in the white. That's the way it works. Drop a red, pick up a red, and cross in the white. So that's how things work if you have 2 different colors. Okay? Of course you can use more colors if you like, but I think this is self-explanatory. Okay, so that's how that works, and pause me now, I would say, because if you're here still, then you already know how to speed bead, and meet me at the end of your row. Okay, now this is the 1st row, and I already straightened that out nice and gently, and I made sure that there's not too much room in there, but I'm also not gonna tie that up really tight. So now we need to make a 2nd row. This is how we end it. Go down with your needle on one side. Go in. Go up. And go back into where you started. And don't pull too tight. Now go 1 down, like that, because we need to go to the side. When you've done that, make sure that everything is even. So what we're now going to do is we're going to also take the other thread and go around and come out of the opposite side of where the thread is coming out of the red bead. So this one is also coming out of the red bead, but on the other side. So picking it up again, I'm going into the red, and going into the white, and I'm going into the red, coming up from the other side. Now, when I get stuck, I always try to envision what I need to do next. So the white seed bead goes up here, the red seed bead goes over here, and then there's a white seed bead that needs to go over here. Does that make sense? You sort of envision it? Okay, so why not pick that up, white, red, white, pull that down, because you know you need 3. And then, because that goes around, you will need to cross your other thread right in there, in that white one. Pull that. See? Now you got your second row. And there's only one way that you can go actually with the other thread that comes out of the white now, because you already have a bead here, so you don't have to add the other bead. So you just go into this bead right here, so the next thing you need to do is a red comes here on the side, and then it needs to be crossed in a white, right? So picking up red, picking up white, pulling that down, and that one is already in the red, so then you're going to cross in that white one. Like that. And it's easier if you turn things around and work away from yourself, and you will see as soon as I get my threads untangled, you will see that this is loose now, so you need to attach that, and the only way you can attach that is by taking your left thread and going into that red bead. And pulling that through. And now you got row 1 and row 2 attached to each other. Now you basically pick up a red, which needs to come here, and pick up a white. And you cross your needles again in your seed bead. So that's all there is to it. And this takes forever, but if you do this, you won't be able to make a mistake, okay? But for those of you who enjoyed the speed beading, we're going to continue with the speed beading. I'm going to take this needle off so it won't stick in my eye when I do something stupid. The speed beading always starts with the needle that comes out of the middle seed bead, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up, I'm going to show you now, I want to explain this to you so you understand it. So we're only going to count the seed beads that are on the left thread, okay? What do we need? I'm picking up the right thread right now, and we're not counting that for now. On the right thread we need a red seed bead, but we're not counting that. So we would have to cross, and we would have to cross that in a white seed bead. So I'm picking up the white seed bead with my needle. That's one. Number 1. Bead number 1. Okay, so for argument's sake, let's cross that. So we picked up a white, one white with our needle. And now we're on the left side, so we would need to pick up red with our needle and the left thread. Let me see if I can just kind of get you a little bit more to me, like that. And the left thread goes in the red. So now I picked up 2 seed beads, a white one and a red one, and I have to cross. So I'm gonna pick up a white one also with my needle. So now I got white, red, white, and this one would have to be crossed with the left thread. And now the thread that has the needle goes into the red again. So that's where I started. So basically, pick up your piece, pick up, what was it? A white, a red, and a white. Now the next red seed beads gets crossed by the right thread that's on this side. I got the left thread right now, so this one gets the right thread in there. So I'm going to skip one red, and with 3 white, red, white, I'm going into the next seed bead. And I'm going to pick up white, red, white again, skipping one seed bead, going in to the next one. Picking up white, red, white, and going in. Skipping this one, going into the next one. And you can do this all the way to the top, but I wouldn't advise it, especially not if it's the first time that you do this. I would suggest do about 5, because somewhere along the way you might pick up red, white, red, and might not even notice it. Or white, white, red, or something like that. Anyway, white, red, white, and going in there. And now I'm going to show you how the other thread gets attached. So, taking this off, putting my other thread on. Now this one is on the white side, so I need a red seed bead. And I cross, like I did here, in the white seed bead. So that's pretty simple, right? Cross. Then I need to attach, so I'm going through the middle red, right there. And now I need to cross in that white seed bead again. And I can see my thread going like this, so I know I need to go cross in there like that. And there we have it. And you can pull this thread to make it a little bit tighter. And you can pull this thread to make it a little bit tighter. So you pick up a red one. You're going down into white, to cross it, to cross your threads in there. Up in the seed bead on the left side of that white one. So just remember, you go up in the one that's on the left side. And now you need to go basically down again in the white one. So that's the seed bead. If you use one color, that's the seed bead, not next to it, but the seed bead above it on the right side. So you go down, and you can pull this and pull that. Picking up red, going down in the white, up in the middle one, so not the one that's above it, in the middle one, the one that is in front of this one, up, and down again in the white that is above it. Pull that through and just pull that. So red, down, up, and that goes even quicker. Now you got 2 in 1, and down. And it's best to do this with 2 colors, because I noticed that I make a lot of flaws. I'll go into this one instead, because if they're all the same color, sometimes you don't see it anymore. So red, down, up, and down again. And that's basically it. And you finish that until you get to the end of the row. I will show you how to do the 3rd row also. So I would say pause me now. So I'm almost at the end, and I don't want to confuse myself. So what I do is I use both threads again instead of speed bead that last part. I'll just pick up a red and I'll cross in white. And I need to go into the last one. Pull that through. And now I need to turn around. I need to go to the side. So what needs to happen is I need a white one here. And I need a red one here. And I need to come out of the red one to finish my row. So now I have one last one to do to finish up my row. So I'm picking up my red, putting that on the right side. And I'm picking up my left. To cross that white one in. Crossing. So everything is nice and tight. Almost. Crossing. Okay, that's my 2nd row. Now again, I'm going to go around with my needle all the way, and I got to come out of this side. Now I'm already out of this side, so I need to go around all the way. Like that. In the top one. And I'm doing them one by one because I don't want to push any beads in any kind of direction. And that's the last one. And now I'm going to pick up my other thread. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 beads around, coming out on the other side of the red. So I'm also going around 1, 2, and 3. And again, you need to envision it. Both threads are now coming out of the red. White goes on top, right here. The other red goes right next to it on this side. And you need one white to cross in, right there. So that means top row, or the top thread gets all of them, all three, and the bottom thread just crosses in that last white one. Like that. And now you can continue with row number 3, and you can make this as wide as you want. Because you can go around and the thread always meets up with the other thread, you can always tie off a knot or a triple knot and just start a new thread going in here. But let's see if we get to that point. I will show you. So we got 2 rows now, and we're just going to start the next row. So I'm going to turn that around, and I'm just going to do my second one so I don't pull everything out of proportion before I start speed beading again, and that basically works the same as the previous row. So let me see. First a red and a white, and I need to cross in that white. So I'm holding that, taking my other needle, cross, okay, and now my left needle goes into the red one, and I can start speed beading again. Pull that, pull that. So that's 1 white, like before, 1 red and 1 white. Skip 1 into the next. And depending on how white you want this, I got, like, you can count them, 1, 2, 3 rows. I'm going for 9 rows white actually on this bracelet. So I got a little sneak preview. This is what I'm planning to do. I want to actually add 1 more row of the stars and stripes, but I don't like it with red and white, so I'm going to try and see if I got enough silver seed beads in the house to make this work with silver seed beads. So here's the sneak peek. I hope you like it. If you want to do this, embellish it like that, then you'll have to wait until I'm all done, and you will find it on the picture tutorial channel in time. Okay, bye.